'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse.
I've heard this.
Yeah. Oh, it's a good one. It only keeps getting better. Hang on. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there.
That's Santa Claus.
That's right. That's his official long name is St. Nicholas. The children were nestled all snug in their beds with visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there arose such a clatter, I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. What's going on?
Santa's there.
Whoa, it could be. Let's find out. Away to the window I flew like a flash. I tore open the shutters. I threw up the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below. That means it was bright outside. It's kind of poetic. When what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. Yeah. You didn't even, whoa, this, you know who's laughing? Because this is bringing back memories, isn't it, for him?
That was silly.
Yeah, it is a little silly. But who's the one person in this room who knows exactly what this is about? Yeah, exactly. So he's kind of laughing because we're reading about him. That's crazy. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. Oh. We'll find out how he knew. You did know it. You're right.
I've heard this story.
Well, hang on.
Million times.
Well, it's about to be 1,000,001, and this is the best time ever. Never better than this. Okay, more rapid than eagles, his coursers they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen. See, he knows them. He knows them all. Here they are. Look at them. That is awesome.
There should be a Rudolph.
That is pretty cool, isn't it? All right.
I'm ready to fight me.
But wait, let's see. To the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away, dash away, dash away all. As dry leaves before the wild hurricane fly, when they meet with an obstacle, mount to the sky. So up to the housetop, the coursers they flew with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. That's crazy. Look at that.
That's funny.
That is funny. That is hilarious. All right. And then in a twinkling I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney, St. Nicholas came with a bound. Poof! Right down the chimney. That's crazy.
He doesn't go down the chimney anymore.
Well,
from my house.
Well, sometimes.
Here's
the thing. Sometimes you're right because some chimneys are not open anymore. Some people don't even have a chimney. So now Santa has to have a lot of keys. And luckily, there's a special Santa key that opens almost every lock. And if that doesn't work, you know who helps? I think Rudolph is pretty good at picking locks. And so he sometimes has to come down and help open the front door. That would be crazy. But let's read about here. Well, wait a minute. Now, seriously, look at this. How crazy. Look at, whoops, I'm sorry. Look at this picture. Look at this picture. Now, look over here. Is that not, I mean, seriously. Look at that. They did a pretty good job. They really did a pretty good job.
This story is true.
Well, of course it is. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. Because he had to come why?
And he goes
down
like
the chimney.
this.
Exactly.
And he goes like this.
A bundle of is that how he does it? Yeah. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his
like
pack.
that.
Kind of like a little, yeah, pencil like a pencil bag. Yeah. His eyes, how they twinkled, his dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. Look at that. Oh, that's
and
crazy.
his hat was like a blueberry.
No way. Look at, here he is again. Look at that.
You're like a strawberry.
But wait a minute.
You're like a strawberry.
Listen, his droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. Look at that. The stump of a pipe that he held tight in his teeth, the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. Thank you, Santa, for leaving your pipe home tonight.
Yeah, this is
We
supposed to
appreciate
stop
it.
you from smoking.
Yeah, he's had to cut back since they wrote this story.
Right.
Yeah, which is good, which is why he's still with us. He had a broad face. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. Look at that.
Santa does eat cookies.
Now listen to this. Oh yeah, he eats a lot at our house. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. What would you see if you saw Santa? Would you laugh? You'd be like, boing.
Go eat the cookie already.
A wink in his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. There he is. Look at him. He's peeking at him. He's like, you don't have to worry. I just put some things in the stockings. Go back up the chimney. Just like that. Let's see what happens next. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work. He filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk, and laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. Poof! Right up the chimney. That's crazy. Yeah, pew, right up there.
How does he
I don't
go
even, that's crazy.
up
He's
the
got to have
show
really
us?
skills.
Well, or just maybe it's something pretty special,
Maybe the
magical.
reindeer help him.
Maybe they might. It's possible they're up there with a rope and they're just
Dad,
tugging.
the reindeer
He
help him.
sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle. Ooh, wait a minute. Oh, that's the special way. And away they all flew like the down of a thistle. Who knows what a thistle is?
Me.
What would that be, young lady?
It's kind of like a whistle.
Well, it is in terms of, it rhymes with whistle, but who knows what a thistle is? A thistle is like, yes?
Something like a pointy plant.
It is. That's exactly right. It is like a pointy plant. It's like a thorn, but it has a very soft, fluffy little flower. It looks like it's about this big around, and it's kind of pink, and the tops of it, when it gets sort of grown, it gets really white and fluffy, almost like a dandelion does. And so the fluff flies away really quick, and that's how fast these reindeer flew away, like those little thistle fluffs in the wind.
Oh, I know that.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what the flowers turn into.
They do, some of them, exactly right. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight,
Merry Christmas to all, and to all, a good night.
I knew he would say